I am back with something a little bit different in mind for today's video. I am going to be doing a monochromatic makeup look using one-star product, and that one-star product is going to be something that is easily available in the Pakistani market. I'm going to be using Neeks Cosmetics Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick in Sakura Spring, and you guys, I have been in love with this color since I laid my eyes on it. You guys already know I've talked about this so many times. But the reason I've chosen this particular product for today's makeup look is because this is a cream matte formulation. So this is a formulation that sets matte, but it gives you that little bit of extra playtime where you can manipulate the pigment, play with the texture, and really get it to blend nicely. So guys, if you're interested to see how I use the Neeks Cosmetics Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick to create a monochromatic makeup look, keep on watching. I'm also going to be throwing a few other products in the mix, but I'm going to try and keep the products for this look to a minimal. So yeah guys, I'm excited and let's get started. Now, when choosing a foundation for this type of a makeup look, I would suggest you go with something that is a little more emollient, something that is a little more dewy, and the reason is that this liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using on my eyes, lips and cheeks is going to be setting to a matte finish, and it's easier to blend something like this into a base that is more emollient. That's going to give you a little bit more playtime to blend and really make sure that everything is looking seamless. If I were to use a more matte foundation as a base for this liquid lipstick that is also going to be setting matte, chances of things becoming a little bit patchy are going to be extremely high. Also, it's going to make my life a lot difficult when it comes to blending, which is why the base that I've chosen today is going to be the Lauramercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. The name of this is a mouthful, but the product is amazing. I'm also going to be mixing this in with the L'Oreal Glam Bronze GG Cream, just because this one's a tad bit lighter, and mixing it in with a little bit of this might give me a better shade match. You guys don't have to use the Lauramercier. You guys can choose the Maybelline Luminous Smooth Foundation, I believe, or just any dewy foundation that you guys have is going to work just fine. Alright, just mixing both of those together at the back of my hand. I'm going to be dotting this mixture onto my face, and then going in with the Zephyr Mr. Perfect sponge and really working it into my skin. Now, the amount of coverage you want with a look like this is entirely up to you. I prefer the texture of my skin to somewhat show through. I do try to cover most of the discoloration, my under eye circles and all of that, but I don't like caking my face with too much product. I think that makes everything look very dated, and it's just not a modern approach. That's just my opinion. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I have the shade 25 and 40. I'm going to mix both of these together for my under eye area. Now guys, when I'm concealing my under eyes, I keep the majority of the product in this inner corner right here. This is where I tend to get the darkest. Another reason I do that is because this is also the area which has the least amount of movement in your skin and in your muscles. Normally when you laugh or when you're angry or whatever facial expressions you make, this is the area that will move more, and this is the area where you will tend to get a lot more creases. So the less product you apply here, the less creases you're going to get. I'm also going to be contouring very quickly using this Makeover Sculpting Multiple Duo. I'm just going to cup my cheekbones a little bit. Not going to go too heavy with this, and just like blend it out very quickly. And then to highlight, I'm going to take the other end of this product and just highlight the center of my face. move on to the main part of this video, which is using the Neeks Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick in Sakura Spring. Now I'm going to pop some of it on the back of my hand and work from this. I'm going to use a Morphe M441 blending brush. Just take some product from here, going little by little, and I'm going to start building up the color on my lid. So the majority of the pigment I've deposited on my lid, and then using this brush I'm slightly fluffing the shade outwards to get more of a blend. Just amping it up on this side now. You can even keep a clean brush on hand and then go over any edges that you might want to fix using the clean brush. Okay, now I'm taking whatever's left on the brush and just applying this product to the apples of my cheeks, and then you can blend this out with fingers or your beauty blender, whatever you want. It's important to go over the edges of the color. So for example, if I've applied most of the pigment in this area, then using my fingers I'm going to go around that and make sure I diffuse the edges, so as to not compromise on the intensity of pigment in the center of the apple of my cheek, just making sure there are no harsh edges around it. And then still taking what I have on the back of my hand, just adding a wash of this all across my lips. Same brush. Now you guys, this is a very soft lip look right now. If you want to intensify it, just go in with your wand and apply more, apply as much as you want. If you want to apply some of this product to your lower lash line to connect, you can, absolutely. I just like adding a hint, just like a tiny hint of this along the lower lash line. Alright, now guys, the majority of this look is done. If you want, you guys can add a brown eyeliner to define the eye look a little bit more. I might just use a matte brown eyeshadow from the Hudabeauty Topaz Obsessions palette. You can use whatever matte brown eyeshadow you have. And I'm just going to use this to define the shape of my eye a little bit. I'm also adding a little bit of that brown to my lower lash line just to define the lashes a little bit more and to make it look like they're fuller at the roots, and then just going over everything that I did with the brush to make sure it's all nicely blended. Now applying lots of mascara. Alright guys, now it's time to seal everything in. So far I haven't used any powders on my face. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Knockout. This is a very rose gold kind of a color, and I think it looks super pretty with the tone that I've already used. And just applying this to the highest points of my cheeks and bringing it slightly towards the center of my cheek as well. I'm also going to be using this on my lids, so just taking a little bit and popping it right in the center of my eyelid. You can even pop some on the brow bone, and honestly wherever else you like to highlight. Then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using Neeks Cosmetics Luminous Silk Compact Powder, shade 01. If you have dry skin, this product is an absolute must. So affordable, and it has argan oil in it, if I'm not wrong. It's just so pretty on the skin. And just as an added step, you don't need to do this if you don't want to, but I'm also going to be taking the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Global Glow, and I'm going to be adding this under my cheekbones, a little bit over my cheeks, kind of everywhere, for just a little bit of extra color. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and be right back. Alright guys, the look is pretty much done, and I'm just adding an Essence Clear Gloss on top, simply because I don't want to compromise on the color that we have going. Okay you guys, that is it for today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of this video, and of course if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. That is it for today, and I will see you guys very soon.